finally, natural birth trap number 20 is the biggest one of all. And it's what all of these natural birth traps basically amount to. Mainstream natural birth education or childbirth education that still teaches the medical model, doesn't go into physiological birth, doesn't honor the physiological birth process, doesn't recognize that one size does not fit all, and continues to teach you these natural birth traps over and over again to make it seem like it's routine and normal. And that if you don't do it that way, that there's something wrong with you, or that you're not doing what's in the best interest for your baby, or that you're selfish for wanting to have your birth with more autonomy than if you just follow their plan. Not only that, but if you have one of those pregnancies and births that deviates from the textbook, and you might have a time in your birth when things are going to deviate because you're an individual. Did you get your period at the same time as your best friend? Probably not. Maybe once you synced up your cycles, you might have, but did you start your period at the same time, at the same age, same exact month on the calendar, same week? No, you probably did not. And not only that, but how is your period like in regards to everybody else's? Like maybe you have a cycle that's different. Maybe it's a 31-day cycle instead of a 28. Maybe it's a 27-day cycle. Maybe it's a 34-day cycle. Honestly, even like month to month, your cycle can change. But you can see that you may not ovulate on day 14. So then your pregnancy might be a little longer or a little shorter, depending on when you did ovulate and when you actually conceived. Because ovulation and conception are two different things. So if you've had sex a few days before you ovulated, sperm can still hang around. And then that one sperm will get to that egg once you ovulate. And other times you might ovulate and you had sex. And then conception happens right away. But you don't know. You don't actually know when you conceive. If you can really tune in, you might be able to tell the signs. But even growth scans and dating scans can be off as much as a week because babies don't all grow at the same rate. They don't all grow at the same curve. And you know what? You're just unique. Your physiological process is unique. Even if you've had one pregnancy before or more pregnancies before, this baby and this pregnancy is completely different. So the fact that you're completely different every time, the fact that you have your own process that's going to follow means that you don't fit in that box. You're not fitting in that textbook. And mainstream, one-size-fits-all childbirth education is not going to work for you. You need to understand the physiological process, and you need to understand the variations of what can come in. But most importantly, you need to understand how to tap into your intuition. And that's why my book, Your Empowered Birth, is so powerful, because it's not typical childbirth education. What it does is it helps you tune into your own unique process, ask the right questions so that you can get the education that you need so that you can follow your own journey when it comes to pregnancy and birth. And then you can reclaim your power and not fall into those natural birth traps, not get tricked into a C-section, not get tricked into an induction, not crumble under the pressure or think you have to agree to routine vaginal exams or tests or any procedure that you don't actually want, don't think you really need, but have been programmed by society to believe that if you don't do it, you're a bad mom. So that's what I have for you of the natural birth traps. Again, if you want that guide, you go to empoweringmomsbirth.com/guide. You can pick it up. There's 20 traps. And please share these videos. If you're on YouTube later, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Honestly, I'm just committed to getting you all of the information that you need to make an informed choice and to understand how your body works. And the way that I teach this material is very different from a lot of childbirth educators because I understand that you are a unique individual. I understand that you're not one size fits all. You don't fit into a textbook. And that's okay. You don't have to fit into a textbook. If you want to have a C-section and you're like, I don't really want a natural birth, I'm planning a C-section, hey, that's okay too. I actually do have resources on that as well. Natural birth is just where I shine the most because it's my favorite thing to talk about. And at the same time, when I'm coaching my clients who want to have a natural birth after having multiple cesareans, we do actually talk about what they can do to make an emergency cesarean or a planned cesarean a positive experience if at any point they feel they need to deviate from the plan. The bottom line is it's got to be your decision. It can't be someone else's decision. You can't be planning your birth from fear, because when you do that, you're following somebody else's roadmap for you. And then you're going to have regrets. And then you're going to lose that connection to your partner. You're going to lose that connection to yourself. You're going to lose that connection to your baby. You're going to not feel as confident in your motherhood. You're going to be questioning and doubting yourself and wondering, why did this happen? What did I do wrong? And the truth is, you didn't do anything wrong. All that happened is that you, for a moment, doubted yourself. And rather than sitting with that moment and sitting with that feeling and going, no, I'm feeling this right now, but it's not my truth, and stepping forward and using those tools, instead, you just step back, you froze. And that's a trauma response, and it's also a physiological response that happens when we're in fear. It's normal. Nothing wrong with you at all. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.